It is 6 o'clock. Thank you for joining us this morning on THV 11, streaming on THV 11 Plus. I'm Karen Fuller. Hayden is off today. He'll be back tomorrow. And meteorologist Tracy Bean is standing by with your forecast.
Yeah, today is going to be one of those days again. And keep that umbrella handy, maybe the raincoat, rain boots, no pretty shoes today.
And no long jeans
pants.
With
That's right.
The frayed seams.
Is there nothing more annoying than getting the bottom of your pants
I
wet?
can't stand it. I know it. Now all jeans today come like 35 inseam.
Exactly. Just go ahead and do the cute rain boots today. You know, you'll need them on and off. We are seeing, again, a beautiful sky this morning, starting to see that sunrise. Things are beginning to get a little bit better, hopefully, for the commute. We may see a few of those rain showers pushing through a little bit later, but right now things are nice and dry. But like I said, there may be a few little sprinkles still out there. 72 in the capital city. As far as our radar loop goes, most of the heavier rain is off to the southwest and again to the north. As I was coming in this morning, we did have some good rain showers, but that seemed to be the last of the heavier rain as it pushed through. But we will start to see again a few of these little light rain showers coming in. So again, it'll wet the roads one more time, and we'll continue to see these rain chances as we're heading into the weekend. But the good news is it's on the decline. Now, we need the rain for sure, but if we get too much rain, it doesn't do us any good because it just runs off. So we're going to get a little break, and then hopefully we'll get to be able to have a little bit more, and it'll soak into the ground and be beneficial to us all. But next week's going to be a bit more dry, and as we're starting the morning out again, for the most part, everyone's in the 70s, but boy, that humidity out there is something. It is around 97% out there, so you'll be swimming through it as you're heading to your car this morning. Highs today will be right around 80 degrees, give or take, and again, we're going to see those spotty showers and storms. Not looking for severe, but we could see some flash flooding in those localized areas, so be extra careful today.
Developing this morning, Little Rock police are investigating after a SWAT call-out at an apartment building on Main Street, where officers say a suspect had barricaded themselves inside. Police responded to the scene at 2701 Main Street around 7:15 last night. As SWAT negotiators worked to take the suspect into custody, they were also urging the public to avoid the area. Officials say the suspect was finally taken into custody just before 11:30 p.m., so it took some time. The investigation remains ongoing, and we'll keep you updated as more details become available. The Pulaski County Sheriff's Office says an arrest has now been made in a homicide case that dates back more than 2 decades. Investigators say the case began in March of 2004 when deputies found the body of Curtis Thompson on Boyd Road in North Little Rock. Officials say a suspect was taken into custody Wednesday and booked into the Pulaski County Regional Detention Facility. Investigators, however, are still asking anyone who has information about this case to please contact the sheriff's office. An American official says the ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran is still holding even after both sides exchanged new strikes overnight. The U.S. says it targeted an Iranian drone operation, while Iran claims it retaliated by attacking an American airbase. President Trump is also increasing pressure on Tehran, saying Iran is, quote, negotiating on fumes, but adding he's not rushing into a deal. CBS News correspondent Jared Hill reports.
The fragile ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran technically still holding this morning, even as the two nations launched new strikes. A U.S. official confirms that American forces shot down 4 Iranian drones and hit a ground control center that threatened the Strait of Hormuz in the port city of Bandar Abbas. In response, Iran said it attacked a U.S. military airbase. Around the same time, Kuwait reported that it was responding to a drone and missile attack.
We can make a good deal right now, but maybe not a great deal, and if it's not a great deal, we're not making it.
President Trump dialed up the pressure on Tehran during a cabinet meeting at the White House Wednesday.
They're negotiating on fumes, but we'll see what happens. Maybe we have to go back and finish it, maybe we don't.
The president also issued a warning to the nation of Oman after Iranian state TV reported that the U.S. ally and Iran are discussing a proposal to manage the Strait of Hormuz when it reopens.
Nobody's going to control it. It's international waters, and Oman will behave just like everybody else, so we'll have to blow them up.
The conflict and closure of the strait have sent energy costs skyrocketing, pushing up everyday prices for millions of Americans. a key issue ahead of November's midterm elections.
Right now, the economy is trash, and it's not looking any better.
I don't care about the midterms.
But President Trump insists he doesn't feel pressured to rush into a deal. Jared Hill, CBS News.
The impact of the war with Iran is now raising concerns inside the U.S. military. New documents show major cuts to training funding. A Texas-based Army command with about 70,000 troops reportedly lost nearly $300 million from its training budget last month, while some Army medical courses have been cut. Military leaders are asking Congress for more funding, saying the conflict is straining readiness, but lawmakers don't appear to act just yet. The Justice Department has launched a criminal investigation into E. Jean Carroll. You recall she's the former magazine columnist who accused President Trump of sexual assault. Investigators are looking into whether Carroll committed perjury during testimony connected to her civil lawsuits against the president, specifically claims that she received no outside funding for the cases. Reports later revealed billionaire Reid Hoffman helped pay some of her legal fees and expenses. Time now 6:05. Arkansas residents can store their driver's license or state ID right on their phone as digital ID expands to both Apple Wallet and Android devices. Officials say the new integration builds on the existing Arkansas mobile ID system, but this version lets users access their credentials directly through mobile wallet apps. You can use them at select businesses and at hundreds of TSA airport checkpoints nationwide. And just like Apple Pay, users double tap the side button, hold their phone near a reader to use it. And emergency officials are issuing an urgent fire safety warning this morning as Arkansas reports a rise in fire-related deaths. State data shows 28 deaths so far this year. That's up slightly from 27 at this point last year. They are urging residents to install smoke detectors, test them regularly, replace the batteries twice a year, and swap out the entire unit every decade. And with that comes another warning about the danger of leaving devices with lithium batteries inside hot cars. Fire officials say these batteries store energy using flammable materials, and in extreme heat, they can ignite, even explode. Firefighters add these fires are especially difficult to contain once they start.
The lithium ion is kind of a metallic-based chemical. And when it burns super hot. And the normal procedures that we use to extinguish fires is not very effective.
Signs that a battery may be dangerous include its swelling, popping, or hearing a hissing sound, along with unusual or strong odors. You learn something new every day, and now let's go to meteorologist Tracy Bean and see what we're going to learn about our forecast.
Well, we'll definitely need that umbrella today. We are still going to see periods of rain and isolated thunderstorms today. Still looking for that severe threat to remain fairly low. However, we will see some of those heavy rain showers just like we've seen over the last 24 hours, and so we could see some flash flooding and that elevated risk there. So hour by hour forecast today includes a lot more chance here again for you to receive one of those showers or isolated storms. We're looking for that high today, right around 80 degrees. Now, your Friday's not looking too bad. We're still going to start out with a few of those rain showers, so keep that in mind. But tomorrow's going to have a little bit more sunshine mixed in with a few areas of the rain.